Welcome to the Explosions and Fire System tutorial. In this video, we'll walk you through turning your custom models and prefabs into explosives and flammables. Let's get started. First, I'm gonna add cylinder to the scene, change scale, remove capsule collider and add mesh collider. Mark it as convex mesh and add rigid body component. Now let's add explosive component. There are 4 basic types of explosives you can use. For now, I'm gonna add explosive base component to our explosive game object. Next, we need to set up visual effect data for the explosive. Visual effect data is a prefab that will be spawned when explosive detonates. The prefab has 3 components: visual effect of the explosion, audio source which plays audio on explosion, and cinema scene impulse source which produces camera shake. If you want to use your own explosion visual effect, just duplicate explosion prefab and set your own visual effect. I'm gonna drag and drop explosion medium prefab into visual effect prefab. If your visual effect has any properties, you can click get properties to modify them. Also, I'm gonna change the material of our explosive. When we hit play, we can see that our explosive works as expected. If you want to change the type of explosive you are using, you can enable debug inspector and assign the script you want to use. I set explosive barrel, so let's go back to normal inspector and see what has changed. In case of explosive barrel, we need to set up leak visual effect data. Let's test if everything works. Now that explosions work, let's make our prefab flammable. First, let's add flammable base component. Here we also need to set up visual effect data. Let's click get properties and change mesh to cylinder. We can click start visual effect preview to see our visual effect in action. When we enter play mode, we can now ignite the flammable. However, we can't hear any sound, so let's fix this and add some other features. First, let's add audio to our flammable. Go to prefabs folder and place fire audio prefab as child of our flammable. Next, add ignition zone. Ignition zone is used to ignite nearby objects when the flammable is on fire. Now add fire audio play audio action to on fire started event and fire audio stop audio to on fire ended event. And assign related ignition zone. Also, let's make it so our explosive explodes when it catches on fire. To do so, add explosive barrel start delayed explosion to on fire started event and set delay to 5 seconds. To update material when the flammable catches on fire, let's add simple material changer component. Assign target material and renderer. Add the simple material changer start material change to onFire started event. Finally, let's add collision audio to our object. To do so, add audio source component and collision audio player component. Assign audio source as audio source of the collision audio player. Set clip to metal hit free, disable play on awake, set spatial blend to 3D and set pitch to 0.35. And that's how you turn custom prefab into explosive or flammable. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the system on the Unity Asset Store, link in the description.